Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Hydro, and I have another product review for you. This is actually something I bought on myfreedomsmokes.com on Black Friday for their Black Friday sale for 20 bucks. Ordinarily, this retails for anywhere between $42 and $45, depending on where you go. So it's the Innokin iTaste AIO, or maybe it's IO. I've just been saying AIO. And let me kind of show you the hardware, and then we'll kind of get into everything else. This is the box that it comes in. Nothing too crazy about it. I feel like the iTaste part of it is actually kind of new. Based on other reviews that I saw, it didn't say iTaste, so I think that might be a newer thing. This product's been around, from what I can tell, for about maybe at least 3 years, if not 4. So anyway, this is a PCC, or a personal charging case, and it's made of metal. Seems pretty durable. Down here at the bottom, you have a few things going on. So this is the on and off switch right here, so you can turn it on or off depending, if you want to save battery. This little button right here, if you press that, it will show you the battery power of the pack. Right now it's yellow. It's red, yellow, and green. So right now it's probably still got another charge or two left, and then I'll have to charge it once it gets to red. And then right here is the, I apologize for the darkness also, I'm sorry. Right here is where you would charge the actual pack, and this little part right here is what this goes to, and it also comes with this. So you plug this into the pack, and then you can charge different devices on it. So nothing new for Innokin. They've done that with their other, some of their other devices, but it's there if you need it. This, I'm not sure what the actual mAh of this is. I really should have looked that up, but it's not super powerful. So I mean, you're probably looking at maybe getting 70% charge on a completely dead phone or something like that, but that's going to eat up all the power of this as well. So personally, I wouldn't use this to charge things unless it was an absolute emergency, but like I said, it's there if you need it. So you open this up, and it's not hinged, as several other people have pointed out. So a little bit of a drawback, but not really a big deal to me. You can hold 3 cartomizers and then your battery, your Innokin batteries. So this is, I chose black. There are a few different colors that you can choose from as far as the case goes and the battery goes. So I just, I went ahead and went with the basic sort of default color here. Now I want to show you something that this is the way it should work, but mine is actually defective, and we'll kind of go into that later. So, and also I want to point out as well, right here while we're looking at it, this is one of the major drawbacks of this battery. The battery works fine. I haven't had any problems with it, but it is open at the bottom. And ideally, to me at least, you want a closed battery so that you don't have juice leaking into it. So if you accidentally overfill your cartomizer or something like that, you're not going to have juice leaking into it. Now this is Joytech battery. Still not completely closed, but the hole is significantly smaller, so you're less likely to get a bunch of fluid down there. If that happens, then your battery is pretty much done. So now the idea is you just pop this right in here, and I want to say right off the top, this is a dead battery. I made sure that it was completely dead so you guys could be able to see what I'm talking about. So you put this in here, and then you press it all the way down until it kind of grabs it. So you've got what feels like it's probably some kind of like rubber seal or something like that will hold it in place. So you pop that right down there. Now, light's red, and then it turns green. Flashes a bunch of times, and that should indicate that it's a fully charged battery. Not so much. Now, if I press it all the way down, it'll blink red. The light will turn red here, and that again shows that it's a dead battery and that it's charging. So typically what this will do is it'll do this for maybe about a minute, and then it will start flashing green and then just completely go out. And that's been a problem since the day I got it. Now, I have contacted myfreedomsmokes.com, opened a ticket for troubleshooting on their site, and they got back to me a couple days later and asked if anybody. Oh, see, there you go. So now it's saying that now it should be fully charged, but it is a completely dead battery. If I press it down a little bit more, it'll do the exact same thing. Yeah, totally defective. So yeah, this thing has not worked since I got it properly. So luckily for me, I do have another way to charge this. So, but yeah, they got back to me, and they finally got back to me again today and said, you know, just go ahead and send it in with a note about what it's doing, and then we'll test it out, diagnose it, and then just, you know, send you a fully working one. So myfreedomsmokes.com has taken care of it. So once everything is in there and it's charging, see, and there goes the light again. This thing's just bugging out like crazy. You pop it in there, and then you're all set. You're good to go. So I really do like this. I like the case. Anything that comes with a PCC, you know, is definitely a great option, especially when, for me, even when I did fully charge the battery, it lasted me for maybe about half a day, and that was about it. So, you know, I do really like it overall. I mean, 20 bucks, even if I wasn't able to, you know, turn this in or something. Since I do have a way to charge this, I still wouldn't feel like I got ripped off, but, you know, they are going to take care of it, and, don't know how long it's going to take to get a new one, but I will be sending this in tomorrow or, you know, Monday. So anyway, so that's what it comes with. Like I said, ordinarily this would be $45. I got it for $20. I really like Innokin's products. I have several of their products, and I thought when I saw this, I'd never seen it before, and I thought I would definitely give it a try, and I'm glad I did. So that's going to do it for this part of the video. Second half is we'll go over the cartomizers and kind of talk a little bit more about it, but I just wanted to show you kind of what it looks like. Alright, so we'll go back to normal. Alright, back to normal view. So for the remainder of this review, I'm going to be using the Joyetech XL 510 battery to vape on the cartomizers. So overall, the cartomizers aren't bad. This whole kit is 510, so the cartomizers are going to have the 510 threading here. For some reason, I've just been really getting into 510. I don't know if there's a huge difference between the 510 and the 808, but it seems like the 510 cartomizers that I've been getting have been performing better than the 808s. So I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure if that's true or if there is some kind of science behind it that says that the 510s are better. So this Joyetech battery I also got off of myfreedomsmokes.com, so if you're interested, check that out as well. But let's check it out. So, obviously something like this depends on the kind of e-juice that you put in there, and usually I use a 50-50 blend, so for anybody using a more PG-based blend, you may not get as good a vapor production, but I feel like these have actually been giving out some pretty good vapor production for just being a basic 510 cartomizer. They're not low resistance or anything like that. So I've also been using some Smock low resistance 510 cartomizers with the Innokin battery, and that's been working really well as well. Unfortunately, they are too big to go in the PCC, so not able to fit them in there, so you're really only going to be able to use your standard 510 cartomizers. So now what do I think about all this? So I think that this is a solid product, albeit an old product. So it's not anything new, and just about every kit out there you can get with the PCC. I think that for what I paid for it, the $20, I think it's a steal. Absolutely. Innokin makes great products in my opinion. The battery has been working great. I feel like it's good quality. The cartomizers work great. The PCC, even though it's not really charging like it's supposed to be, I do feel like the build quality is good, and it's something that I can take with me everywhere I go. And then once I get my replacement of the one that actually works, I will be much more happy with the overall package. Now that being said, going back to the actual price, which it would be right now as you're watching this, would be more on the $45 range. Is it worth it for that? And yes and no. I'm kind of middle of the road on that. I do still like it, and I think that when I found out that this product was out, you know, I mean, I jumped on it because it was only $20, but if it was $45 when I found out that it was out, you know, I may have waited a couple weeks and, you know, really kind of thought about it a little bit more instead of just jumping into it, maybe done a little bit more research on it. But overall, I do think it's really solid. And to get a, you know, a product that is from a company who's been around doing this for a long time, and to have the build quality that these products do have, I do think that it's worth it for the $45. If you're somebody who likes Innokin already, then it's, I don't want to say a no-brainer, but you're probably going to be totally okay with just jumping in and going ahead and getting it. If you're somebody who's sort of on the fence, then I would say maybe wait for a sale, something like that. You know, there's all kinds of websites to sell this product. Now, one thing that I will throw out there too is I was not able to find anywhere on the internet that sold the replacement batteries. So if I wanted a second battery, that I couldn't find it. No websites had it. I think I might have found one website that had it just in white or something like that, and the supplies were limited. Or I think I found another website too that I tried to order 2 of them because they seemed to be pretty inexpensive and they were the only place that I could find it, but it said that they didn't have the stock level that I wanted. So I guess they didn't have 2, meaning they only had 1. So at that point, by the time I ordered it probably would have been gone anyway. So you're not gonna, it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to find any replacement Innokin batteries. The good news is it will charge anything that's 510. I was even able to, believe it or not, charge this in it. I wasn't able to close the lid, but I was able to get it down in there to a point that it did charge for a good long time. So, I don't know, maybe it's the battery that's the problem, I'm not really sure. But yeah, you can charge anything on there. And there's actually, and I'll see if the camera will pick this up. It may not, but right here, if you look on the top right there, there's actually a notch in there. So whether you can see it or not, there's a little notch. And what that's for is for manual batteries. So, which is awesome. So you can charge manual batteries in here as well. So I feel like this is really versatile and not like your typical PCCs that will only charge that, you know, that brand or something like that. You know, I know that there's a lot of PCCs out there where you're just not able to charge anything, or it's only a certain size or whatever. So this will charge a wide variety of things, which, you know, as long as they're 510, it'll charge just about all of them. So that's a nice feature as well. So, you know, that's something also. So if you're looking for something that's, you know, not too expensive, it's got a PCC, everything you need to get going, then this is a good option. But it does only come with 1 battery. So you will have to buy something like a Joytech or something like that, which aren't very expensive. And Joytech is another great company that's been around for a really long time. So you can have your backup battery. Like I said, for me, the Innokin battery lasted me about half the day. And unfortunately, even though I had my PCC with me, I was not able to charge it. So, you know, luckily I always have a backup. So, you know, keep that in consideration. You know, check out the website, see if you can find one on sale. But personally, I think that this is it's a really good option. I'm really happy with it. I'm, you know, definitely glad that myfreedomsmokes.com was, you know, is taking care of this and does want me to send it back so they can test it and send me one that actually works. So that's, you know, good customer service. It did take a few days for them to really get back to me, but they did get back to me, gave me the address and everything, and the instructions on what I needed to do. So hopefully your experience will be a little bit better and yours will work right out of the gate. So, you know, if you're looking for a 510 e-cig style kit, I think this is a good one to go with. It's sort of middle of the road in my opinion. Definitely not the cheapest. You can find other kits out there that are cheaper, that do come with 2 batteries. But generally they don't come with a PCC, and if they do come with a PCC, a lot of times from what I've seen, they're actually a lot more expensive than this. But again, a lot of times they also come with 2 batteries. So kind of weigh your options. For me, I really like Innokin, and I have no problem supporting them as a company because I want them to keep coming out with more products. So anyway, that's my review of the Innokin AIO PCC kits. So I really like it. I'm enjoying it, even though the case isn't working. But, you know, yeah, so, you know, check it out for yourself and see if it's for you. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a great day.